Hi, my name is John Flett. I'm a pediatrician who's passionate about helping parents and children in their everyday lives as well as at school. It might seem obvious, but why do children have difficulty at school that have ADHD? And at the start of this new year, 2023, let's just reflect on what we can do to make the lives of children so much easier. And of course, as parents as well. Now, remember, ADHD is a problem in 3 areas. Number 1, a child has to have control of their behavior. They often do things too quickly and they've got to slow down. They've got to control the brain's brakes. They've got to be able to calm down. They've got to control themselves. And at home versus at school, they're outside of their comfort area. Being on the sports field, outside, inside on a PlayStation, gaming, that's their absolute kind of area of expertise. So you're not going to notice problems. And of course, number 2, they might kind of be deactivated, not motivated, and they've got to speed up and do things. And then number 3, they've got problems with the emotional control. You see, ADHD is a problem with the brain's brakes. It's not a problem of ability. So smart kids, really smart children, who actually are academically capable, they have difficulty at school. So why is this that kids with ADHD find school environment more challenging? Well, it's like juggling. There's so many more variables that you've got to deal with. When you've got to just deal with yourself, you've got somebody else organizing you. That's at home, your mother, your father. You've got an alarm clock. You've got everything organized. You don't have to think too much. At school, you've got to organize you. So for a kid with ADHD, they've got to get themselves up in the morning. Remember to take things to school. When they get to school, there's no one else there to regulate them and help them. They've got to control themselves. And if they have difficulty with the emotions, they have difficulty socially, these are all things that are going to contribute. We haven't even spoken about learning difficulty problems that go together with ADHD. So how can you as a parent with a child with ADHD do the best and optimize in 2023 your child? Number 1 is that you've got to make sure that your child has a proper diagnosis, that all those other problems that your child could have been ironed out and eliminated. Only too often I see kids that are at school, being put on medication, and they don't do that well. They're not really getting and unlocking what they're really capable of. That's because ADHD, it's not really kind of the exception, it's the rule. It goes together with other problems. Learning difficulties, medical problems, allergies, not sleeping well, not exercising well, nutritional problems, impulsive eating. They've got problems with the emotions. They've got problems with sensory problems. Those school environments where that noise, just putting on a school uniform with tactile problems, smell problems. They've got a problem just being around other kids. They've got to be able to focus their minds. There's so many different distractions. So you can see why a school environment is far more challenging. Now, if the teacher is aware of these problems, they can accommodate your child. They can have strategies to introduce. So talk to the teacher. The other thing is, if your child needs medication, make sure they have the right medication, they've been properly assessed. And if they're on the wrong medication, it needs to be adjusted. Has your child been to bed the night before correctly? Have they had enough sleep? Functioning at school without sleep is not going to work. Does your child eat the right things in the morning? Are they on a high protein diet? Feeding those brain transmitters. So these are things that you kind of think that you need some help with. Also, your child might have emotional behavior problems, which might need to be dealt with. So in 2023, make sure we look at your child holistically. And there are so many things that we can do to optimize 2023 and your child with ADHD.